So the closed beta came out for Khazan, the first Berserker, and I had no idea. And I remembered I signed up for it, so I checked my email and I had the code for it, and I was like, "Oh hell yeah!" So I just started playing it. I was really happy. I was like, "Man, I want to get home and do this." And essentially, it's really fun. Fun. It's really fun so far. I love the art style. I love the main theme it plays when you start the game. It's really great. The story's interesting so far. The voice acting is good. It's who is it? Ben Starr voicing the main guy. It's the guy who did Clive from Final Fantasy 16. Doing a great job with it. Um, and yeah, I like it so far. I just beat the big ass Yeti. I was actually streaming the game, and I don't know what happened. My stream ended, but I'm gonna put the gameplay up of the Yeti fight where I beat him, because I'm pretty sure I beat him. The stream cut out while I was fighting him on the fight where I beat him. Um, so that was kind of a shame. I don't know why that happened, but how's the gameplay? Gameplay is great. It feels good to play. First of all, the feel of it, the meat and cheese, the meat and potatoes. It feels good to play. I like it. It's uh, it's a lot of fun. It's pretty fast, fluid, decent amount of enemy variety so far. Of course, I'm still very early on. I'm not even done with the beta yet. I just I beat the Yeti, and I was like, yeah, let me get a video out for this. But yeah, what was it? There's a couple different kinds of soldiers. There's regular generic soldier with a sword, no shield, who just comes and swings at you. There's archers that'll shoot arrows at you, and the arrows are reactable, so you could like deflect them. Um, there are shielded enemies where they're a little bit tougher. They just have just like a small circular shield, and you could run behind them and hit them. They're not too hard. There's monkeys you fight, little fast ass bastards that will try to drop kick you. There's big, there's other, there's small, not the bigger Yetis. Like it's a Yeti that you fight. It's not the boss Yeti. I think it's a Yeti. I don't know. I'm fucking stupid. But those are pretty strong. There was a couple of bigger knights that were really strong, um, but they were fun to fight. So I think the game it kind of teeters on being how can I explain this? It's kind of like Sekiro mixed with Souls a little bit. Um, because I wouldn't say it's just straight. It's definitely not just straight Souls. I think everybody looked at this game and went, "Oh, another Souls game." Da 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 da. Which, by the way, I think is just obnoxious and lame. Like, of course, there's a lot of Souls games out there, like a Souls likes, but why don't you just keep your eyes on the ones that look interesting? And this game looks really fun and interesting. And, it's really annoying where every video I go on it, it's like, oh, another one of these games. It's like, well, I don't know, man. Are you playing every fucking Souls game that comes out? I know I'm going on a bit of a tangent, but it's really annoying. It's like "Oh, another Souls game." It's like, okay, there's a million games of every genre out there. Just look at the good ones. I don't know why are you playing all of them, or do you just not like the genre? If you don't like the genre, go somewhere else. Uh, that little rant out of the way. Um, it's a bit of Sekiro in the sense that you want to parry a lot. You don't want to just dodge. There is also a perfect dodge. I can't remember what it was called, revenge dodge or some shit like that, where it does like a little after image thing, kind of like in Black Myth Wukong, where it does a when you dodge right at the right time, it does like an after image type of shit. Um, kind of like that, but you want to be parrying a lot. At least that's what I'm thinking. That really helped me against the big Yeti. He was killing me at first. I want to say it took me 6 tries, 6, 7 tries. I'm not sure. Most of them should be on the stream, so you can count there. But it didn't take me too long to beat him. Um, because I've beaten Sekiro, and there's a lot of instances where you want to try to dodge, and it doesn't really work out for you, and then you get hit, You know, it seems kind of similar in this game. You don't want to just keep trying to dodge because you're going to get slapped around. You're going to want to parry. And also you could block, and the block just takes like stamina down. So, you know, that's neat. So overall, the game is a lot of fun. I love the presentation. I think this is going to be a great game when it comes out. I will say, I think it's just the beta, and it even says it at the beginning, but there are parts where it kind of skips ahead, like for example on the Yeti fight. You'll see it on stream if you watch my stream. You'll walk down like a little pathway, and then before you even get to the Yeti, it just kind of like cuts to black, and you drop down a cliff, and it's like you didn't get to that cliff at all. You were just walking down a path, so it kind of skipped ahead. I think that's just a bit. I think that's just a closed beta thing. I think when the game comes out, it'll be more natural, but I just feel like I have to say that. Also, performance. I didn't encounter any performance problems. The game seemed to be running perfectly. Now, I might not have the perfect eye for that kind of thing, but I will say it didn't seem like I had any frame drops. I didn't have any glitches at all, really at all. I mean, I'm early on, but you know, just to let you know, no glitches, no frame rate issues, no performance problems at all. Game runs perfectly, and the game looks great, and it feels great to play. I think this is going to be a game that if you're into these kind of games, you're gonna want to keep an eye on this one. You know, I haven't beaten every Souls game. In fact, I actually haven't beaten any of the actual Souls games. I've only beaten Sekiro. I've beaten Sekiro, and I've beaten Lies of P. I've played a lot of Bloodborne and Elden Ring. I'm actually currently playing Elden Ring for the first time. But Bloodborne, the reason I haven't played that, the reason I haven't beaten that is because I lost my save data. So, a little disheartening. But I know if I just jump back in it, I could definitely probably kick most of the game's ass because I was pretty good at it when I played it. But you know, and how hard is the game? The game is pretty difficult. It's not impossible. I've played harder games, but it's a good challenge. I like it. It's a hard game. I don't think I don't know how hard it gets later, but it's not like as hard as like it's not hard as Sekiro, and it's not even really as hard as Lies of P. I wouldn't say, but it's not easy either. It's definitely not an easy game. Like the boss really was like trying to kick my ass. So it's a pretty challenging game. So overall presentation, it's fantastic. Fun game. I really like it so far. I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know if it has a release date yet. If it gets a release date, I'll definitely be picking it up so I can review it. So yeah, if you like this video, you can slap that like button. You could slap it like you're a berserker yourself. You could go, you know, beat its ass, eat some grass. I don't know. So yeah, and you could also dislike the video, and you could beat that ass. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Beat me up.